This is a video about the order of sharps and flats in your key signature. So a key signature is what tells us which notes have sharps or flats. A key is named for its starting note, and the sharps and flats always appear in the key signature in the same order. We'll talk more about key signatures later. The order of flats, if you have flats in your key signature, they're always going to be in this order. B, E, A, D, G, C, F. If you have one flat, it's going to be B flat. If you have two flats, it's going to be B flat and E flat. If you have three flats, you're going to have B flat, E flat, and A flat. If you have seven flats, it's going to be B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, C flat, and F flat. A way to remember this order of letters, there are two ways. The way I learned a long time ago was BEAD, greatest common factor. Another saying is breakfast ends and down goes Charles's father. Now, the order of sharps is F, C, G, D, A, E, B. The saying to help remember this is Father Charles goes down and eats breakfast. So they're both sayings are about breakfast and Charles and Father Charles. Father Charles goes down and eats breakfast. Breakfast ends and down goes Charles's father. Now, something you may notice about the order of the flats and the order of the sharps and how they're related. The order of flats and sharps are the exact opposite of each other. If you have one sharp in your key signature, it's only and always going to be F sharp. If you have two sharps in your key signature, it's only and always going to be F sharp and C sharp. If you have five sharps in your key signature, it's only and always going to be F sharp, C sharp, D sharp, F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, and A sharp. You're never going to have flats and sharps in the same key signature. Let's look at some examples. We'll do a few in treble clef and then a few in bass clef. The order of flats is B, E, A, D, G, C, F. You really don't even need to know how to read bass clef or treble clef. Count how many flats there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, C flat, and F flat. Also notice that this is the order that these are arranged on the staff. B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, C flat, and F flat. If you have one flat, it's going to be B flat. If you have two flats, you're going to have B flat and E flat. See if I can slide this over. If you have three flats, you're going to have B flat, E flat, and A flat. Notice that they have to be in the same order. You're not going to have A flat, B flat, and E flat. They have to be in this order. A few more examples here. Four flats. B flat, E flat, A flat, and D flat. You're always going to start from the left and read to the right. Five flats, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, and G flat. Six flats, B, E, A, D, G, and C flat. Also notice that when you're reading flats and sharps, flats, if they are on a line, the opening of the B symbol is going to go through the middle of the line. If the flat is on a space, the opening is going to be in the space. like this. Same thing with sharps. The opening of the sharp sign, if it's on a line, is going to go right through the middle. The opening of the sign, if it's on a space, is still going to go right through the middle. Alright, let's look at some examples for sharps. We'll do these in bass clef. So the order of sharps, remember, is F, C, G, D, A, E, B. Father Charles goes down and eats breakfast. F, C, G, D, A, E, B. One sharp is F. You have two sharps, F sharp and C sharp. Three sharps, F, C, and G. Four sharps, F, C, G, and D. Five sharps, F, C, G, D, and A. Six sharps, F, C, G, D, A, and E. And then seven sharps was here at the beginning. Another thing to notice when you are writing key signatures, you're trying to fit all of the symbols as close to the middle of the staff as possible. So, for example, if we looked at this one right here, F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, this note here is G, but this line down here is also G on the very bottom line. But this space is closer to the middle of the staff, so that's why we use that one instead of this low G. Here's D sharp right here. You could use that D sharp. There's also a high D that's up here above the staff on a ledger line, but this one's closer to the middle of the staff, so that's why we use that one. Now, let's have a little challenge. These two examples are in tenor clef, which sometimes trombones will play, not often. You don't have to know how to read treble clef. You see that this has one sharp, so you automatically know that if it's one sharp, it's going to be what? F sharp. Here's tenor clef with two flats. What are the two flats? B flat and E flat. Here's alto clef. Alto clef, sometimes, violas read alto clef. Alto clef with five sharps. What are they going to be? F, C, G, D, and A. Here's alto clef with three flats. B, E, and A. A few more examples. What's wrong with this example here? I have three flats, one on A flat, one on B flat, one on E flat. The order of flats is B, E, A, D, G, C, F. If I have three flats in my key signature, then I need to have B, E, and A in my key signature. Well, I have a B and an E and an A flat in my key signature. The thing that's wrong with this is the A should be on this side. They have to be in the exact same order that you say them. B flat, E flat, and A flat would be correct. Let's look at some with sharps. It has two sharps, one on F sharp and one on G sharp. The order of sharps, F, C, G, D, A, E, B. If I have two sharps, they've got to be F sharp and C sharp. This says F sharp and G sharp. You can't have that, because to get G sharp, you have to have F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. But there's no C sharp. So this would be wrong. Two more quick examples. Treble clef. You have a sharp on A. The order of sharps, F, C, G, D, A, E, B. To get to A sharp, I've got to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sharps. This is only one sharp, so you can't have that. Bass clef, one flat on E. The order of flats, B, E, A, D, G, C, F. Same problem we had over here. To have an E flat, you've got to also have a B flat. So you should have a B flat and an E flat, but there's no B flat. So this is incorrect also.